Suffolk, like many other universities, made the difficult decision to cancel all in-person classes for the remainder of the semester during their spring break week. As a result, students were not prepared to leave campus on what turned out to be the last day of classes. For international students living in the dorms but using the break to travel back to their home country, they found it especially troubling as borders started to close due to the coronavirus pandemic.
It's a really huge decision in my life because you don't know when you're going to back home, if you will stay in Boston, for how long quarantine is going to be.
Nika arrived for her first semester in the U.S. this January. She never expected she'd have to return to her home in Ukraine so soon. Although the residence halls said they would allow her to stay in the dorms instead of flying back home, she opted to return to her home in Ukraine to be with her family during the tough time.
It was like a panic when they told us that it's going to be online, that you don't know what should I do. And when I came home, I was just I was so scared. I'm just oh, I see my family and I'm so happy to see them. But they were so scared to see me too because they didn't know what is going on with me. So maybe I got something in the airport.
Another student had been in her home of Jamaica when she learned she would not be returning to classes at Suffolk or to her dorm room.
I came for spring break and then I had to go back up to go and move out the dorm. But I literally came back home the day that Jamaica closed their airports to everywhere. Literally the day.
Another student, supposed to be graduating in May, hadn't returned to her home country of Venezuela in 3 years. For months, she had been planning a trip to visit her family for spring break, but just 3 days before she was supposed to fly back from visiting her family to her apartment in the U.S., Venezuela suspended all flights until further notice.
They were going to suspend all flights coming in or out of Venezuela. So I couldn't go back, and I'm stuck here until further notice. All the airlines have left just because the government wouldn't pay them.
Each country has had its own share of challenges in managing the coronavirus. Some students are facing more uncertainty than others based on how their country's government is dealing with the crisis.
When you watch TV, they always say that there's a lot of tests, that they brought them from China, and there is a lot of news that everything is going well. But right now, everything is only increased. We would have the same situation like in Italy. We won't know how to treat people, and here will be more deaths than in Italy.
I think the Prime Minister and the Minister of Health have done such an exemplary job. Before COVID-19 came to Jamaica, there were several press briefings that were held in Jamaica to get our people in the mindset of the possibility that it would come to Jamaica, because we're really small, so we can't we don't have enough beds and we don't have enough ventilators. We can't handle something like that.
Taking online classes in a country facing political turmoil has posed additional challenges for Alex.
In Venezuela, it is unfortunately very, very common to have water outages and electricity outages, and so the internet is not very stable. The healthcare system was already down the drain, it was in ruins. People die by the day here. It's something really normal because they don't have the resources in hospitals and things like that. So there was already a huge healthcare crisis. But then with the corona, we don't have the infrastructure to control this kind of outbreak.
Suffolk has reached out to its international students via email and is sending them weekly newsletters with resources and updates about the virus. As rules and regulations continue to change, students are hopeful they will have answers soon. Reporting in Dartmouth, I'm Amy Kazera, SU News.